Hi guys, this is MicheleMarieDalene again. I tried to show you this earlier and unfortunately it didn't come out. So let me try it again. I got on my new, let me just show this to you. This is the new USB hub here and I'm going to explain a little bit about it. First of all, it's got a couple nice features I do like about it. First of all, it's got two mounting holes so you can mount it on the wall. It's got your standard USB B connector and a input for a 5-volt power supply. And on the other side here, you got a USB A connector. You can use this either just as 10 individual hubs, ports, either powered by a separate power source or powered by the computer if the computer if there's not a lot of draw power. Now, I was experimenting with some ideas with this because I didn't pay a lot of money with this, so it was pretty inexpensive. This is the power adapter it came with. It's a 500 milliamp power supply. It's really not that big. It's kind of underpowered. I got a much bigger one upstairs in my apartment, which would be much more substantial power for this. And this will power a few things like a mouse, a keyboard, a couple thumb drives, but I don't think you're going to power anything that draws a lot of current, especially not if you're going to be using all 10 ports. But definitely this will power a few light things. It comes with the standard USB cord right here. I set this up for another demo, and unfortunately, again, this comes with here, standard USB power cord and things. Now, the neat thing with this thing is that it's really easy if you got a bigger enough power supply, and you can plug this power cord in like this, and then you can plug this into a bigger power supply. This one here comes from my cell phone, the Alcatel-Lucent One Touch. It says 1,000 milliamps. It's twice the rated capacity of the inexpensive power adapter it comes with here. I can plug this into the power port like this. Now, for many devices, if you just want to use this as a way to charge up things like cell phones, please understand that most iPhones, 3GS, 4S are definitely in this league. If there's certain signals that are not passed along, they won't charge. But for some things they will. So if I plug this into the power strip here, and then I plug this cord into, gonna put the phone on for a second here. Okay. You'll see it's got some nice red lights just for decorations. I don't think they really mean anything. I bet you anything, if I looked at the wiring inside all these LEDs, they're probably all wired into the same circuit. It's just kind of a neat special thing. It doesn't really have any value. But here's what's cool about this. Now, even the standard power Cheese-O-Matic adapter will also provide power without plugging into a computer. So you can plug in, anything that will charge, such as my wireless hotspot, which is already fully charged, but I'm going to show you anyway. And just plug into the hole and pick a hole. And there you go. See, now it was already in full charge anyway, so I'm just kind of showing you the concept here. You can see it says 100%. And now, if I use the same cord, by the way, this is another reason why we have this funky adapter for my iPhone. If I plug this micro USB cord into this. You see, this is get the mini. I never really talked about this. Let me talk about this real quick here. You see, this has two, a mini and a micro USB port. Okay, and what it does is it lets me use standard USB chargers for the iPhone. This happens to come from a Motorola Razr, by the way. So this plugs in here into the hole like that, and then this plugs into my iPhone 4S or 3GS, or any of the. Usually, I use the 30-pin dock connector. And if it's a large enough capacity power adapter, it will probably power a standard iPad 1, 2, and 3. But I wouldn't hold your breath on that, but maybe it might. It certainly will not power it. Now, if you're using it with a computer, and if you plug in your USB appliances and your computer power supply says that it's overexerting the 500 milliamps that the USB support will use, just you can plug this power adapter in here into the hole here, and you can plug this in here, and you'll see that it's also sending power back to the power adapter. Okay, now, so in other words, it's complementing. So really, at this point, given the way this USB charger works, this is easily putting out 1,500 milliamps right now between these two outlets. So you can actually power a lot of devices. Now, the nice thing is you can daisy chain these power strips together. So you could have a whole wall of these, I mean, technically, I think on the way USB works, you can have up to 63 devices hooked into it. I don't think you want to go 63, but you could if you want. So that's the whole idea with USB, is that you can do some neat things with it. In addition, as I said, you can just use it as a charging device to charge up your appliances. Okay? Or you can use, as the iBook guy showed, I'm just going to just unplug this for a second here. You can plug in all these thumb drives. I only have two, but this is an 8 gigabyte. This is kind of neat. This thumb drive here, I didn't show you this before. I bought this locally. This is a fairly generic 8 gigabyte thumb drive. And what this does is, I don't even know if you can see the rating on it. It came off it. I think it did. Yeah, I think it did too. Okay, you used to see 8 gigabyte. Oh, there it is. 8 gigabyte. Okay? So that's 8 gigabyte. It's kind of neat because it pops in and out. I don't have to worry about cables getting lost. And you can plug into this device. Yeah, it's one thing about USB I can't stand. I always get plugged in the wrong hole or wrong way or whatever. You were right. I do? Yeah. Okay. So, and like the iBook guy showed, he had about 10 of these guys plugged in, or actually 8 of them plugged in, for a USB RAID system. And he was just trying to prove the concept that you could do it. So, if I had a couple 8 gigabytes, I know this is an old Attache 512 megabyte. I can plug it in too. See? And I can plug in as many of these guys as I want. The computer can use them. So, now, this 512 megabyte one I bought many years ago when these were fairly expensive. This is an 8 gigabyte, I'm sorry, the 512 megabyte Attache PNY thumb drive. Is made in Taiwan. It's a really nice little simple device. It doesn't quite hold a CD worth of information, but I've used it many times when I've been in pinch to transfer files from computer to computer when I just need to move some small things. And this is just the kind of stuff that I play with because I'm interested. Now, I got one more thing to show you. This is made by Griffin, and yeah, I have the box for it. There's it. This is the Griffin cable. Griffin makes decent cables for Mac devices. It's got a standard 30-pin dot connector. It has it's made very heavy. It's got a really heavy plug on it, which I think is nice. You can see that 30-pin dot connectors. Got a good gripper on it. They used to make one that had little squeezers on the side, so that when they would lock in place. This doesn't have that one feature, but what it does have is, you can see, it has a pretty nice heavy cord, and on the computer end, it's the same thing. It's a nice molded plug. It's not the typical cheaper, inexpensive Chinese-made ones that where the wire's like tinsel. This is not tinsel. This is decent connectors. So that's something to think about. In fact, if you're gonna be honest with you, if you're gonna be messing around with USB devices, you want to buy the best stuff you can, because money it's better to throw good money after good things than to throw good money after bad crap that's not going to last long. And so, like I said, I've been using now USB for many years. It's true that USB is except for USB 3.0, which I don't have any 3.0 stuff. This hub is only rated up to 480 megabits per second, but it's still quite an improvement from my Dynex USB 1.1 hub that is limited to about the Dynex hub is limited to about 12 megabits per second, because it's USB 1.1, and you can screw this to the wall, as I said, and you can have daisy chain one end to the other, to the other, into the other, into the other, into the other, into the other, and have a huge power supply available to keep running all your stuff. And we now know that the USB port actually can backfeed. That can be an advantage, because that means that every power adapter you plug in, every 2 amp power adapter you plug in, if you've got 3 of these plugged in, that's 6 amps of power. And I only paid, about $6 for this, maybe $6 to $10 US with free shipping. That's a great idea. I bought the white one because it matches my iMac really nice, and my eMac upstairs. I bought it for the eMac because it always needs more ports on it. Just like the iMac, it's only limited to 3 ports, and I wanted to have more than the standard 3. So, anyway, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this short demo, and please, if you have any ideas for future topics, if you wanted me to talk about something, learn about something, share something with you, just let me know in the comment sections, and I will do my best to research and find out more information for you, so you can, so we can both learn together, So, let me know what you want to see, and I will try to get it together for you. Okay? Bye-bye, guys.